Hey guys, GHZD here, back with another video. Today, well, I'd imagine most of you already know what this video is about because I'm late again. Sorry about that, guys. The Infinity War trailer came out like a day before the update dropped, and I kind of wanted to just work on an Infinity War related video for the other channel, so I had to put this one on hold for a little bit. I was debating whether or not I even wanted to post this, as it is 3 days later, but I have been receiving a lot of messages from people wanting it regardless, and there is still some confusion regarding all of the content itself. And for the sake of continuity, I have decided to do it anyway. I know every time there's a big update, I say that there's a lot of new content. However, this time round, this is reflected not only by the sheer volume of fixes, quality of life changes, rebalances, buffing items, dungeon nerfs, drop rate changes, and a bunch of other stuff, but it also has an equally large addition of obtainable items, that being tokens, daily quest items, reskins, character skins, and exclusive vanity items. I know I whizzed through the less obvious stuff pretty quickly, so feel free to go back and pause if you want, or you can just go to the patch notes that I'll link in the description and read them for yourself. But obviously, we both probably just want to know what all this jumbled mess is about. Okay, first things first, the daily quest calendar has been updated, as it does every month. However, because it's a festive month, you can clearly see that the rewards have been taking steroids, and for the first time ever, they have released the ability to obtain another character slot, right after having just received one from the previous month. This genuinely makes me happy, not only for myself, but for everyone else who plays without spending money. The frequency of character slots that you can obtain without spending, I feel is just enough to encourage players to keep playing, but also maintains the desire to purchase additional slots quite nicely. Just another way for Deca to combat the strong stigma associated with Realm and its pay-to-win features, so that's always a good thing and it makes me happy. Since Deca took over, everyone who's been active have received around 3 vault chests and like 4 to 5 character slots, completely free, which makes a tremendous difference in someone's playing style, so I'm excited to see what else is coming, to be completely honest with you. Alongside this, both literally and figuratively, the Tinkerer has also received a Christmas buff, whereby there's an additional set of items that you can obtain for Primal Ice, which I'll classify as a token, but it kind of isn't because it's for the Tinkerer, and you don't double click it to redeem an item if that makes sense. You can use a 20 stack of Primal Ice to obtain any ice weapon of your choice. This feature is hands down my favorite so far because it gives the player a choice rather than forcing you to bend over and just accept whatever item is given to you, and we all know what that's like. So you don't need to worry about not getting the item that you want anymore, which is amazing. The only critique I have for this is that since the daily quests, you only redeem a specific item once per day. So if you collect the sword, you won't be able to get another sword until the next day, obviously. Which is kind of annoying because the quests where you can redeem ice shards for Primal Ice is also subject to this rule. So you can only get 1 Primal Ice each day by redeeming. But that's probably just me being super greedy because ice shards are pretty common and the weapons are reskins of tops, so I doubt they want people easily obtaining them, especially since each of them have a 7% fame bonus, which up until this point was only held by the Omnipotence ring, which is crazy. So what are ice shards, and what are all these items I keep seeing everywhere? Well, I'm sure you've already guessed, but there are some tokens in this mix. You've got bells, ornaments, ice shards, and Primal Ice, which you already know. The bells stack to a maximum of 10, and you can double click them to obtain 1 of 8 reindeer eggs. These are pretty cool because when you consume one, it spawns a little reindeer that gives you a specific buff for one of the 8 stats, hence why there's 8 different reindeer eggs. You've got a defense reindeer, which gives you a defense buff, a dex reindeer, which gives you a dex buff, and so on. You get the point. I mean, it doesn't really sound that interesting until you realize that the egg doesn't disappear. That's right, it works like a tincture that has infinite uses. However, it does have a cooldown for 15 minutes, so you've got to be pretty picky on when you use it, so I would say probably bosses and stuff. As the item itself says, the buff that the reindeer gives you will only work for this month. Once the month ends, it just becomes like a Valentine egg or a pet rock, but it'll just be a reindeer. So it becomes a vanity collectible item after that. Next, you have ornaments, which stack to 25 and can be redeemed for the Huntress skin, which is nice. Ice shards, as you know, are taken to the Tinkerer to become Primal Ice, which you need 5 of. and then Primal Ice is redeemed for the ice weapons, as you already know. The next set of items are reskins of every tier 6 ability in game, so one for each class. They drop wherever tops drop from, so wine cellars more often than not, and some of them look pretty cool. And then you've got special consumables, which I think they called super consumables, because they're really overpowered and really common. They will boost a specific stat by a minimum of 10 for 15 minutes unless you load into a dungeon or nexus. The fact that they last for so long means that you're going to be seeing people with heaps of buffs all at once running around. You basically turn into a god, but these will stop dropping once the month ends, so stock up whilst you can. So I'm guessing that the biggest question right now some of you might still have is, where do all of these things drop from? You'll notice that some event enemies like Cube Gods, Pentarax, Eye of the Dragon, Ghost Ship, and Ancients and Beer Gods have been reskinned to Christmas themes, and these drop everything. Yep, that's right, literally everything, including the T6 reskins, except for the Ents, I'm pretty sure. So right now people are prioritizing quest enemies to spawn events and then to close realms to do the wine cellars to get the abilities, so you'll basically never see a realm open for that long anymore, which is really nice and I do like that. That is basically the massive bulk of the update. Hopefully I cleared out any remaining confusion that you might have about it. I'm sorry again for being so late on this one, guys. Happy holidays as always, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.